Good morning. This is Zach with Mr. Shaw, interviewing him about the new school rules here at McCracken. So, Mr. Shaw, could you tell us about the new school rules this year and some that might have changed?
Sure. One of the rules that seems to be generating some interest with our students is tucking in your shirts. And one of the reasons that we put that rule into place is walking around with really baggy clothes, really loose-fitting articles, it's really easy to conceal something that you shouldn't have. And so at least if we have students tucking in their shirts, while you still can conceal things, it's much harder to conceal objects. So that's one of the rules that we have. Another rule that we're putting into place, and I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but book bags, and again, that's a rule that we're using this year, having students not use book bags between classes. And again, it's just in the interest of safety, such that if people were to try to bring, things, if they want to bring their pet dog to school or something and they stuffed it in their book bag, well, it's harder to stuff that dog in your pocket than it is in the book bag. So it's one of the rules that we have going in place.
I hear there's also a new lunch policy taking place in the 7th grade. Could you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, the 7th grade lunch policy works like this. In order to be in the first lunch, you have to have, and again, some of the rules from last year were that you had to have all your homework completed, you had to have no referrals, etc., etc. And at some point we also tied in some attendance pieces with that. And then you work your way down, and that lunch is actually wide open. Kids had plenty of time, they could do whatever they wanted. Then in second lunch was a little more restricted, and third lunch was a little more restricted. So basically you were able to earn your way up into what kids tell me is a much more fun lunch.
One of the teachers last night back to school night described third lunch as prison camp.
Prison camp. Well, it's certainly a lot more strict, but I hope it's not quite like prison camp.
Okay, and there's also a new tardy policy taking place this year.
Yeah, tardy policy, we found out that if you give people 6, they're going to take 5 right off the bat no matter what. And so we know that instructional time is important, and every time a child is tardy, you lose that instructional time. So we've decided to shorten that window to 3. And so everybody now will take 2 instead of 5. And so we'll actually gain some instructional time by that policy.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm excited about the year. It's a great student body. It's bigger than it's ever been, but the students here are outstanding. And so we're excited about what's going to happen this year, and excited about all the wonderful kids we have.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Once again, this has been Zach with Bulldog Barks. Have a great day.